APX trading stream, man. Y'all see what the market doing? I'm talking about we up. We are up, man. Like some ridiculous. We are up something ridiculous. Man. We are up ridiculous, man. But let me see. We are up, man. So good morning to everybody. There we go. There we go. So yep. Market is doing well. If I look through kind of like the trades that I got set up, we are definitely pushing to the upside. Definitely up, man. So Tesla is above 300. So like that's amazing, man. It's amazing. Yeah, risk off. Risk off. 51.26. NEM is one that we definitely be watching, but Lyft is one as well. See if we get some mean reversion on Lyft. What is it at 1730? So I'm looking at this pre-market to try to get like positioning beforehand. But I mean, it really depends. If we open above this level, because regardless, this would be a gap that we fill. But I think we have a lot of positivity in the market that could keep this pushing higher. But it would definitely look like, some mean reversion here. But we just have to let me show my chart. But we would have to okay. The market has jumped 14% since Trump said it's a great time to buy. What did he say the other day? You better go out and buy stock now. Hey, the market up almost 4%. But just like last time, when you have the market run up this much, it's naturally going to come back down, right? But I mean, the account is looking good, man. Things are looking good. My account is up 4% today. So that's amazing, man. Bitcoin is at 104,000. That's good. Nvidia is back up, man. We around 122 on Nvidia. So you might see a little bit of resistance there, but Tesla is back up. I know everybody's worried about Palantir, man. Palantir is at 121, so it's still near its all-time high. So Palantir is good. Amazon is up, man. Amazon back at 200. Oh my God. Amazon is back up at 209. Should I have listened? I didn't trust it at all. No regrets for not buying that. The Trump statement. uh, I mean, I actually on Alpha Investing, I had a clip. It would not load, so I didn't play it. But I was gonna play a clip of him saying, you better go out of stock. You better go out and buy stock now. And I was going to say, well, you might want to listen to him because the last time he said this, you know, something amazing happened. And XRP is up 10%. XRP is up 10%. What's going on? But I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't have no regrets for not doing it either, right? Um, that's a part of that's a part of investing. You got to be able to be like, okay, just no, like just no, and that's one of those things. That's one of those things. So, but man, we had some great progress. The tariffs are lowered. The tariffs are lowered. The tariffs are lowered. So we have a 30% tariff on China, and then they have like I think a what, a 10% tariff on us, I believe. So, but we got some good setups here. Mondelez looks good. Especially if we gap down. If we don't feel this gap and come up and we just push down, that would definitely be good. To get a trade on Mondelez there. Kind of slipped on company. NEM is good too. NEM is kind of falling. Um, so if I look at this company, and it we're like we would be close to the 72 as well. But if I just go down on the 2 hour, I mean, we can see this setup clear as day. This is definitely like a bull flag type of pattern. So, and then what percent is this to the upside? 7% or so. So, that looks good. I like that. Starbucks is up today. Starbucks is up, man. Starbucks is up. I would more so want to go long just from looking at it. It's bounced up a lot more from the bottom of this pattern, but definitely like here at gap fill would be good too for sure. But I think we're definitely risk on. So all the riskier assets are going to go up. But um, imagine not buying Bitcoin when it dropped to 76,000 and now it's at 104. I mean, we are up something crazy. We are up crazy. We are up crazy. If I look at AFL, is another one. Now, let me see myself. I don't know if this is correct. It being that high. Let's see. Yeah, this is wrong. So this says pre-market that we're at 108. It's not. We're at 106.88. So around here. Yeah, around there. But this would be the entry point that I would want to take on Aflac. Get a nice trade in there. But yep. Now the next thing that the market is definitely going to be looking at is inflation, debt. So that'll be like the next thing that the market is paying attention to. Because now that like the tariff stuff is over, and the tariff stuff, it was the number one thing that was holding the market down. So when that kind of fear goes away, when that fear goes away, there's nothing else for the market to do but push up. So, but if I'm looking at didn't all the institutions, didn't they all say, weren't they not in the market? Okay, who's pushing the market up if it's not the institutions? If they are not pushing the market up, who is pushing? It cannot be. I don't believe that it's a retail investor like that we are single-handedly pushing the market up. I don't believe that. So it has to be. Let's see. Let's see. SO is another one that I like. This is, let me see, SO. I don't think this is right either. Sometimes trading view is not like mm, it's like nothing. No, this one actually is right. This one is at $89 actually pre-market. Um, but I think like this week we should. I mean, I think we'll do well for the beginning of the week. We might have like 3 days in a row where the market goes green. But man, man, let's look at Hefe. Hefe. Um, Mr. Nvidia. Mr. Nvidia. 1, 2, 3. Fourth touch here. Gap fill to the downside. So yeah, we shall see. But also T-Mobile looks good as well. To come down. Um, and man, happy birthday to my mom, man. That's why I took a little longer to get on stream, but man, happy birthday to my mom, dog. Mother's Day was yesterday, but then her birthday today. So man, shout out to my mom, man. Shout out to my mother. You only get one. You only get one. You get multiples of everything else, but you only get one mother and one father. One. So man, just man, super appreciative, man. And it's a blessing to watch, it's just a blessing to watch people have birthdays. Some people they don't just for whatever reason, man. Some people they life has caught them a lot sooner. But I've been, definitely blessed to just see my mom have many, many birthdays. I've been able to watch 20 of them. I've been able to see 20 of them. So I'm grateful for it for sure. But man, we up. So this is looking good. This is looking good. This is looking good, man. It's definitely looking good. But market about to open. So let's lock in. And then if I look at let me just look at it on my phone. It'll be a lot faster. All right, cool. Market open. So if we look at T-Mobile, they're kind of pushing down. Um, let's look through. Let's look at Lyft. Let's see what Lyft is doing. LYFT. Yeah. I mean, they gotta hit this level. So it might be a situation like this where they come down, come back up, but gotta be patient on the way for them to hit that level. Um, but definitely like some reversion there for sure for it to push down. Meta is up 6%. Amazon is up 9%. Apple is up. Apple is up. Apple is up, man. So that's good. That's good. Um, Starbucks trying to push up. Trying to. Trying to. Um, but yeah, man, I got the alerts on these, so it's like just wait until it goes off. But and this alert didn't go off, so you just gotta be patient. Mondelez is one that's definitely coming to us. Just walking, you just gotta walk the trades down. And this one is definitely one that's just coming to us. So this one will be good for sure. I like that one. Um, FedEx broke its downtrend so far. FedEx trying to make a comeback. Gold is down, crazy. Gold is down crazy. But if we look at like if we look at T-Mobile, so let's look at Starbucks. There's a little rotation, right? Starbucks, my bad. If you look at Starbucks, you see what it's trying to push up, right? It's trying to push up out of this channel. Now, obviously, like we're on good news, so a risk on. I guess Starbucks would be considered a risk on asset. I mean, they struggling right now, but um, if we look at T-Mobile, this is a good one here. And then again, especially if we don't fill this gap, I mean, this would just be a gap that we would have to come back and fill, giving us more reason to want to be in this trade. Yeah. So, um, so yeah, that looks good. AFL looks good too. And these are risk off assets too. So, um, how these are pushing down, these are risk off assets. And then NEM is pushing down as well. Um, I mean, it's trying to push up, but I mean, we gap lower, but like hitting this level and having a humongous gap fill like that would definitely be good. Yeah. That's crazy. That's another thing. So like you got a record, and the VIX is at 19, so it's down 11%. But you got companies saying that they are basically they're going to buy back stock instead of spending on capex, and that just goes to show how important the market is. So whenever the market drops to a certain level, everybody gets scared. Everybody is like, no, this is not what we want to do. Um, the market is really just like a financial system. So um, but Let me put the alert on here. Excuse me. LIFT. So if you look at lift, yeah, like sometimes this is annoying. This is annoying. I will say this is annoying, but I mean, it's just one of those. It's just one of those things that comes with the market. I've had enough of these to where I don't really like. I'm like, okay. It's one of those things where you just like, you just gotta like, when somebody do something like, if somebody do something like crazy, like, and you just gotta be like it's just nothing to say. That's kind of what that is. That's how I look at that. But um, but yeah, man, like today, isn't it like today is a good day. Um, where all my Tesla haters at? I know y'all don't like Eli. I know, I understand, but get it. But man, shout out to Danny, dog. Shout out to Danny. Man, man, hey. Mm, Robin Hood is bro. Robin Hood is like, and they everything that I would like them to add, they're adding, and they're doing. I don't even have to ask. I don't even have to ask. They're just doing it. They're just doing it. Like, but man, Robin Hood is definitely Robin Hood is definitely doing amazing, man. On the innovation aspect standpoint, for sure, for sure. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, man, like you pushing up crazy. You pushing up crazy. Mm. Starbucks is pushing up. Starbucks is pushing up, man. So that's one of those ones. It didn't hit that level that we wanted it to. And you gotta be okay with it. Let it go. For all my traders, let it go. If it doesn't do what you want it to do, then let it go and find another company. But like AF T-Mobile, AFL, I wish I could move these around. But T-Mobile, AFL, any Newmont, those are good. Lyft looks good too, but needed to come back to that level. Mondelez looks good too. So more of like the risk off trades, since those are the ones that are coming down, and the risk on trades are the ones that are going up, are the ones that we need to be looking at. So when the market does like come back and do the opposite, that's when you'll see these companies kind of start pushing up. Um, but let's see earnings. Let's see what type of earnings we had today. Um, Monday reported they beat on earnings and revenue. Stock is a little changed today. I think well they're down almost 1%. So, but you got Hertz reports after the bill. RGTI. RGTI, man. Yeah, RGTI is up today, actually. RGTI is up. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I know I'm an RGTI hater. I'm an RGTI hater. But man, sorry. This just is not like no. This is just no. But I mean, it's trying. It's trying. It's trying. It's trying its best. I mean, we still are down. You know, you down over 50% from the high. It's trying its best. It's trying its best to defy the odds. So boy, SO, what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? He just gapped down. Outrageous. Outrageous. Target. Somebody save Target, man. Somebody save Target. Somebody help. They have 6% today, but the analysts they said their target, their price target is $82. So, oh yeah, Trump he cut U.S. drug prices. No, I thought that would be bad. I thought that would be bad. Um, let me see. If I'm looking at, because I'm thinking, if he cuts the drug prices, then that would be bad for the profits of the medical companies. But I mean, healthcare is generally up. United Healthcare is up. Well, A Labs is down. Um, Target doesn't deserve to be saved. Um, yeah, we boycott Target. We boycott Target. So Novo is down. Ooh, Lily is down. Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's good and it's bad for certain. It's good and bad for certain companies. Like, so, but that one company we in up though, 108%, 108% up, crazy, man. Look, look, look. Uh, what's that company? So let's see. Let's see. Starbucks pulling back. Still, like T-Mobile, AFL, and NEM, those are looking really, really good. Those are looking really, really good. Um, but I do think if the healthcare in United States goes down, that's obviously amazing for consumers. Um, I wonder if that's going to lead to less debt, less medical debt. Um, like, cause there is no reason for like chemo to be $300,000. You got like make it something that somebody can actually pay off. Don't like enslave a person financially, but um, that will add to healthcare, right? That would add to that would definitely add to I think the healthcare. I don't want to say boom, but that would be beneficial to the healthcare sector because technically you would get more people involved in American like how people travel out of town to get healthcare needs. People could travel to America to get healthcare needs. So I think that would be good. I think that would be good. So, but um, Man, so you got Trump up there, and guess who right beside him? RFJK. Boy.
They really were, from the standpoint of having the strength and the wisdom and fortitude to fully know and to understand the gravity of the situation. And we helped a lot. And we helped also with Craig. I said, come on, we're going to do a lot of Craig with you guys. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. If you stop it, we'll do a trade. If you don't stop it, we're not going to do any trade. People never would trade the way I used to. Right? I can tell you. And all of a sudden they said, I think we're going to stop it. And they have. And they did it for a lot of reasons. But trade is a big one. We're going to do a lot of trade with Pakistan. We're going to do a lot of trade with India. We're negotiating with India right now. We're going to be soon negotiating with Pakistan. And we stopped the nuclear conflict. I think it could have been the nuclear war. Millions of people could have been killed. So I'm very proud of that. I also want to thank Vice President Vance and Secretary of State Rubio for their work and efforts. They worked very hard. And we also, as you know, created a situation where the Houthis, for the first time ever, ceased firing, and they let me know that they're not going to be
Listening to
American ships anymore.
our president speak.
Which is a heavy barrage that lasted for approximately 50 days. And as you know, they've been in war essentially for forever. But over the last 10 years, they've been very difficult for other countries. Nobody was able to do what we did. But they stopped and we take the word for it. And they started to send them directly to never do this anymore. So we were satisfied with that. In addition, yesterday we achieved a total reset with China after productive talks in Geneva. Both sides now agreed to reduce the tariffs imposed after April 2nd to 10% for 90 days as negotiations continue on the larger structural issues. And I want to tell you that a couple of things. First of all, efforts to improve the tariffs that are already on. That are like and this include tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, things such as that. Or tariffs that may be imposed on pharmaceuticals, because we want to bring the pharmaceutical businesses back to the United States, and they're already starting to come back now based on tariffs. Including they want to take 25, 50, or 100% tariffs, so they're moving them back to the United States. I spoke to Tim Cook this morning, and he's going, I think, even up his numbers, $500 million. He's going to be building a lot of plants in the United States forever. And we look forward to that. I really do look forward to that.
He said he spoke to Tim Cook. That's a good sign. That is a good sign.
We're not looking to hurt China. China is being hurt very badly. They were closing up factories. They were having a lot of unrest. And they were very happy to be able to do something with us. And
This dude.
I'll speak to President Xi at the end of the week.
This dude.
Some other things we're doing. But one of the biggest things that we're doing, and I don't know if people realize this, but we made a great deal with China, a good trade deal. But it was a much bigger deal we're doing than we kind of said it right in the last day. Some of the bases I remember whenever that happened. I remember you. And we had a deal where they opened up their country to trade with the United States. And they took that away at the last moment, and then they canceled the whole thing. And then 6 months later, we ended up getting a smaller deal. But it was a big deal. It was $50 billion worth of product that they would have purchased from our farmers, etc. And when we agreed to that, people thought it was 15 because they were doing 15, and we gave it 15 because I misunderstood the 15. I thought they said, I said, you got to get 50. Because when I asked him, you remember the story when I asked what are you doing with the Secretary of Agriculture at the time, Secretary said,
and Trump,
million or whatever, asking for
he might speak with President Xi, which is the president of China, at the end of the week. So, shall see how that goes.
They were honoring the deal, and then when Biden got in, they no longer honored the deal. There was nobody to call. I would call on an average of once every 2 weeks to say, "Come on, you have to speed up a little bit." And our farmers were doing great. I said to them, "Buy more land and bigger tractors." If you remember, and that's what happened. But the deal was a very good deal. But the best part of the deal was that we opened up China. China opened itself up to American business to go in. And it would have been a great thing, I think, for China. And they would be
Let me show.
things that they haven't seen. They would be able to buy products that they have never
Let's see.
been able to buy. It would be great for American business. I think it would have brought unity between China, better unity between China and the United States. And the bottom line is that they can't go with Alaska. We're all set to sign up. Here's the danger. I mean, the danger. You see, you can't go with the deal is done. It was all ready to be signed. And people went over there, came back to me, said they don't want to sign the opening of China. The biggest thing that we're discussing is the opening of China. I didn't agree to do that, but it's going to take a while to pay for it. It's not the easiest thing to pay for. But that's the simple debate. Some people would disagree. Some people would say we got a lot of money with tariffs or whatever. But especially when you had what we already have, because remember we're already getting the 50% on steel and different things. That's not included in these numbers. So you can add that. But the biggest thing for me is the opening up. I think it would be fantastic for our businesses if we could go in and compete. And I think that China would be a lot of jobs for China. I think there's times in this impact we use the jobs. And that's what we're talking about. So that's a very, very important element to add. So when Scott, I went to speak the other day, I think he didn't want to say it, but I said, it's okay to say it. Like, if we don't get it, we don't get it. But if we don't get it, it won't be a positive thing. But if we do get it, I think it's maybe the most important.
Nope, you need to wait. Execute on like when it's put in. Execute, because if you execute the day after or a week after, the drawdown that you're gonna have is gonna be higher, which could cause you to get stopped out for using a 20% stop loss and being systematic. So we gotta wait. I mean, it's coming back down. So it might. No, just wait. Just wait.
I'm very happy to announce that Keon Alexander, an American citizen who until recently most thought was no longer living, broke his death, is going to be released in about 2 hours, actually. And he's going to be
yeah, for sure.
released.
I would just wait. Be patient on it.
I know a lot of people that have a lot of talent. I know Susie has a lot of talent. And I know a lot of people with a lot of talent, but there's one that I thought had a special way about him, the personality.
Let me
aside from being a good deal back then. I had a special way about him. And Steve, you learned about the subject matter, who does? But you learned in about 2 hours. And he's been fantastic. So I want to just thank you. But they're going to be releasing in about 2 hours from now, or sometime today, let's say. Again, they're going to get just a short while ago. His parents are so happy. They're so happy. So it's, and he is the only American citizen to have and held hostage by Hamas since October 7th, 2023. And he's coming home to his parents, which is really great. For me, it is. They thought he was dead. So that's it. So we'll be headed there, and we'll be seeing three primary countries. You know all about that. So anyway, UAE, Qatar. On Thursday's meeting with Russia and Ukraine is very important. I was very interested that that meeting take place. I think good things can come out of that meeting. Stop the bloodshed of the horrible, the bloodbath. The 5,000 more, it's really much more, trying to be conservative, more than 5,000 soldiers. Russians, they're not American soldiers, they're from Russia, they're from Ukraine, but they're people. Ignorant souls, and they're being killed at levels that we haven't seen since the Second World War. And it's every week. A lot of drone fighting, it's a whole new form of warfare, it's violent and vicious. And so that's it. I'd like to go back to China just for a second. They're very heavy on the fentanyl. We're charging them in the 20% for the fact that they send fentanyl into our country. And they agreed that they're going to stop that. They'll be rewarded by not having to pay, hundreds of millions of dollars in tariffs. So the fentanyl should stop. It comes from China. And it comes to our southern border, it comes to our northern border, too. It comes to Canada and it comes to our southern border, not more through, much more through the southern border. But so that's a very important subject to me. Because everybody in the group to us, friends, people that affected us. So there's a big incentive for China to stop, and I think that their word is a lot of that. Very hard. One thing is they work on something, they get it done. So now we're back to the microphone and historic visit. Some of you are going with us. As I said, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, we had Emirates. Before I do, I'll sign the most consequential executive order in our country. Said that the government inside like this, certainly not with respect to healthcare, nothing even close. I'm delighted to be judged on this occasion by Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who's doing a really good job. I have to tell you that. CMS Administrator, a friend of mine, Dr. Mehmet Oz, who's an amazing guy. He's telling Bobby people Oz had a very successful show, very good reputation. Because when you kill this, you make your reputation a little bit. It's good for you, it's good for you, but in terms of professionalism and being a doctor, so that's a good reputation. He's now went to the best school, to the best, top of the line. Maybe you tell me that you became a success. Made a lot of money, all that stuff, but it's sort of, and you know what, I hate to say this, a special woman, Jenny Zero. She was the toughest, smartest PA maybe in our countries, in our cities and states, especially New York. She was really tough, really tough.
Okay.
Show?
Yeah, you just talking. But I mean, he pretty much said everything that he needed to say. Talking about China, drug prices, stuff like that. So, um, You look at Starbucks. I mean, Starbucks trying to push up, but this might be a fake out. So um, let me see what I think. Let's see. Um, I mean, it's trying. It's trying. It's definitely trying. Oh, this looking not bad. Alright, that's a call. No, you good. Look, y'all don't gotta. Man, look, I get it. Like I told y'all, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all showing y'all dedication. You showing your dedication. I will say this is my last week streaming. Sadly, I just think if I can give you guys the chart setups on alpha investing, it's more so execution. Cause I'm literally just sitting, wait for the alert to go off and then execute. So um I want to make it easier. I want to make it um less information, but the right information that's gonna get you to the destination. Ooh. No, I'm playing. But yeah, man. So if I can just give you guys the chart setups or a setup to take one per week or one every 2 weeks, then I think that's more beneficial than me streaming and you guys just sit and watch me. But like during this time, I mean, you guys, as you guys can see, I'm literally just sitting here watching the chart and being patient, and then just waiting. So, so all it is, just most of it is just patience. It's doing nothing for a long period of time. That's literally what it is. Doing nothing for a long period of time. So, um, definitely, you know, just you gotta have your emotions in check. You gotta have, and I will say, like trading, like when I used to trade when I was at work, oh my God. Like, yeah, I mean, technically it shouldn't be hard because you should be doing the work beforehand. Like all the work, like the chart setup, find the options contract, all that stuff you should be doing beforehand. So like when the entry does come, you just take it, right? So you're just waiting. You're just waiting. You're just waiting. But like the I don't know, rush, it's like it's not easy. I would say that it's not easy. It's not easy. Just on an emotional aspect, I would say it's not easy at all. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah. But I wonder, I wonder what is going to push the market down. So we have a gap to fill. So or if we even push down, we might just continue. We might continue. What are we? What are we at on S&P? Let's see. So what is SPY year to date? SPY is, I know we was crying when it was down 20%, right? I mean, SPY we up 2.74%. We up we up 2.75%. So that's good. That's good coming from being down 20%. That's great. And I think QQQ might be positive now. Yeah, QQQ was up 3.4%. So, the indices are green for the year to date. So that's a good sign. Um, where we started the year at, we're higher than that. It took us, 4 months, took us a little bit of turmoil, but we're above. Like the trajectory of the market is doing well. We're above where we started for the year, despite all the turmoil, despite all the headlines, despite so this is why it's important to focus on what matters, right? Despite everything that was going on, a few months later, 4 months later, we are now back above the price that we started at for the year. So um but yeah, man, I think it's important, it just going back to emotions. It's important because during the time when you should be buying, or should have been buying, um I think it's more so like it's hard if your emotions, like emotionally you're just not. Emotional control is very important, I would say. So during high times of stress, you want to, remain as calm as possible. Um, and that was a high stress time when the market was falling fast like that. But I kept saying it was really it's just the speed that we're falling. We fell that same amount in 2022. It just took longer. Sometimes it's quick and it's over fast, and sometimes it's elongated and it feels like it's never gonna end. But regardless, you gotta have the same emotional control throughout it, no matter what. Throughout it, no matter what. But um Trump said in many ways the EU is nastier than China. Dog. These are our trading partners that we're talking to. I mean, I guess this is what you are the number one power, this is what you can do. I mean, we gotta deal with China, so I mean, I don't see Europe not doing a deal with us. I don't see that happening. So I think they're in the corner. They're definitely in the corner. But definitely continue to pay attention to these chart setups, man. Mondelez is getting, close to a point where we would definitely want to go long on it. And then just looking at this, it'll probably take us from the time, so March 19th to this was what, April 3rd. So that wasn't that long. How long was that? Um, I would say it took 15 days, 16 days. So that's not a long time. If I look here, this took 7 days. If I look here, this did not take that long. But I mean, this is attributed to earnings, so I mean, you can't really count that. But yeah. So, but we shall see. But man, um, but yeah, man, that's what we got, man. Um, I'm gonna hop off stream a little bit earlier today, man. It's my mom's birthday, so gotta celebrate the day with her, man. But I appreciate you guys for coming to the stream. Um, look at these chart setups. Make sure you add them in. Make sure you go look at them, like chart them on your own, so you can make sure that you are not only practicing and getting better, but you can see the entry as I'm taking it. But I appreciate you guys so much, man. I will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Central Time, to about 9:30, Central Time. So I will see you guys then. But shout out to all of you guys for being amazing executor. Shout out to the Apex family, man. Shout out to everybody at Apex. You guys are doing an amazing job. And yeah, but I will see you guys tomorrow.